Yo, 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 warriors, what is up? How are you all? I hope you are all doing well. G'day from Bondi Beach in Australia. So, guys, you guys are very lucky. I'm filming two videos today. So, actually, this is a back to back video. So, you may notice we're in the same clothes, sitting in the same room. I just got this. The reason I'm doing a video straight away, I literally just got a question come through on my YouTube page. So, I thought, why not? We're all set up. Let's rock and roll. Let's get this one done. So, this question came through from the YouTube handle, and excuse me if I screw this up, but there's no spaces, so I don't know where or what words are here. It's by Art Brew New York. ARTBRUT New York, all one word. They want to know during the 7 years between finding my tumor and removing my tumor, did I have any kind of radiation or chemo, etc., to treat it? And number two, what are the odds of my tumor coming back? Great questions. I've been asked these before. I've made videos on them in the past, but not primarily just answering these questions. So I'm going to dive into it and give you a video just for yourself. I'm going to call you Art Brute New York. Excuse my naivety to knowing what your handle is or means. It's probably something super simple. And people are going to write down in the comments, oh, it means this, it means that. Go ahead, it's fine. So, what I think we do is we'll split this video into three parts like we normally do. Part number one, I'll actually talk a little bit about my tumor timeline so that we get an understanding of what they're talking about with the 7 years. We'll then answer Art Brew New York's question. And then number three, I'm actually going to hit you guys up for a favor. So please hang around to the end. And if you can help me out, that'd be bloody great. All right. Part number one, my timeline. So I can put my notes over there because this is very easy to talk about. So back in 2013, I was out running with a client. For those of you that don't know, I'm a personal trainer. I was out running with a client around a park in Sydney, along the harbour. Out of nowhere, I got this insane, overpowering dizziness. It wasn't dizzy, it was boom. I had to sit down, I was not standing up. It was so overpowering. So me and my client that were running, we both stopped. I had to sit down. She's like, whoa, what's going on here? Right. I go, I don't know what's happening. I'm just really, really dizzy. Can we please stop? We obviously cancelled the PT session. At the time, I was doing very strict ketogenic diet, which is elimination of all carbohydrates and sugars. So I just assumed, oh, maybe I'd worked out too much that day, hadn't had enough carbs. So when I did manage to get myself up off the ground, I got to my car. My client asked, are you sure you're right to go home? I'm like, yeah. So I drove home. My partner at the time checked in with me. She's like, what's going on? We went and got all of the carbs. We got potato fries, potato bake, pasta, rice, everything to refill my glycogen stores. But the dizziness didn't go away. It didn't go away for probably 2 years. I was dizzy all day, every day for 2 years straight. Let's fast forward and refer to the 7 years that Art Brew New York is talking about. So from 2013, I kind of realized, whoa, there's something going on here. In 2015, so 2 years later, that's when I got an MRI of my brain just in case. And we discovered there was a lesion growing in my brain. And it wasn't until 7 years later in 2020 that the lesion that we're monitoring grew and we had to operate. So in those years, I'm going to call you AB New York because that's just easier for me to say. AB New York. No, I didn't get any chemo. I didn't get any radiation, took no meds, no nothing. Because where the lesion was after we discovered it, it was in a very tricky to operate part of my cerebellum, which affects your fine motor skills, your balance, and your swallow, that no surgeon was willing to biopsy it to see what it was. Therefore, we didn't know how to treat it or if we could use drugs on it, etc., etc. We just didn't know. We didn't know what it was because it was too scary a place to biopsy. So the plan was, let's just monitor it with 6 monthly MRIs. Long story short, we get to 2020 in February, and I'm like, I had this really bad feeling. I'm like, I feel like there's something going on here. I went and got an MRI, and the lesion at the time had grown. And at that stage, it had qualified as a tumor. And my surgeon that was treating me at the time, Dr. Charlie Teo, he's like, look, Joel, we've got to go in and get this sucker out. His words, or your heart and lungs will eventually stop and you'll die. So hearing that, it made it a very easy decision. Even though I knew that my life would change forever, my balance would go out of whack, my swallow would be affected, etc., etc. I knew what the side effects were going to be. It's better than dying, as you warriors know. It's better to be here and fight on with our side effects and our negative side effects and our new deficits than it is to pass away. I feel we are the lucky ones to have that choice and to have that option. So, to allude to point number 2, to answer your question, AB New York, no treatments, no chemicals, no chemotherapy, radiation, no medication, no nothing. So yeah, it was a very stressful and anxious time because for call it 5 years, it was 7 years since the dizziness episode, but it was 5 years of knowing I had a lesion in my brain. I had to lead and carry on a normal life. I had a partner, I had a job, I had a social life, I had a career, I had side hustles, I had all these things that I wanted to do. And from 2015 until 2020, I had to continue those, knowing that I had a potentially, deadly tumor growing in my cerebellum. But yeah, it was there was no action until it was forced upon me to have to take it because it grew, I believe, from 11 mil to 15 mil. And that's when we had to go in and get it out. So yeah, to this day, and touch wood, I have not had to have chemo, radiation, any form of medical, treatment apart from the surgery of going in, biopsying and getting it out. And for those of you that don't know, we've only gotten 80% of it out and there's still 20% remains, and which alludes me to the second part of your question, AB New York. Well, I remember you wanted to know what are the chances of it growing back. So I'm not a neuroscientist, I'm not a doctor, but it can always grow back. But my surgeon's last MRI, which was actually 11 months ago, so I'm about due for my yearly MRI. In my last MRI, he said that the edema, which, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone out there is a doctor or a neurosurgeon, the edema is like the sac that the tumor attaches to itself to kind of live off. It's like it's a life force. Apparently the edema is shrinking as well as the tumor itself. So everything is trending in the right direction. So I honestly don't think the statistics or the percentages of it reoccurring or growing, touch wood, are too high, which is an incredible thing for me to be able to say. And I'm so lucky and grateful that I can say that. But yeah, I'm about to go get my yearly MRI. So I'll do a video update on this. So keep an eye out on the channel for my annual MRI update. But yeah, like the tumor, the remaining tumor itself is getting smaller, and the edema, that life force sac that tumors use to live, is also getting smaller. So I can see it trending in a way that's positive for me, and I guess negative for that bloody tumor. So yeah, AB New York, I hope that answers your question. No chemo, radiation, and a very small chance, hopefully, of it ever growing back. And yeah, I don't say that stuff lightly. I know many of you warriors out there and many people, millions of people around the world, are going through stuff that is a much more of a hectic diagnosis than I'm allowed to, I guess, convey my gratitude and happiness for. So I'm a very lucky guy and I know this. So guys, I'm going to now go on to part 3 of the video, where I actually did this in my previous video. So if you're watching these videos back to back, I'm trying not to bore you, but I do want to ask for a favor. I want to get my videos in front of as many brain surgery recovery victims as possible. So brain tumor warriors. I'm the brain tumor warrior. I want as many people out there to be across my videos, see it for inspiration and insight. And I know straight after my brain surgery, when I was in that hospital bed for 10 weeks, all I wanted to do was hear of or watch or see stories of people that were in a similar position to me, who had overcome the adversity and who'd come through it and gotten into a pretty decent functioning life well after, the biggest, most life-challenging surgery you'll ever have. And that's where I want you guys to help me out. There are thousands of people out there who have just had brain surgery. They don't even know who I am. They don't know about these videos, but they're craving that social proof. They're craving videos like this. And all I'm asking from you in the comments below, can you just write or type to me how you found my video? What did you type into the YouTube search engine? Did you Google it? Did you go into YouTube and search brain tumor information, craniotomies? What keywords? What did you use? As I alluded to in previous videos, I'm not here to become Mr. Beast or Oprah Winfrey or Beyonce. I'm not doing this to make money. If I was in this for money, I would make videos on cute kittens or Taylor Swift or Game of Thrones or other things that are clickable and are going to get loads and loads and loads of views. I'm genuinely here to get my videos out to those thousands of people, not millions, thousands of people that have had brain surgery and that rely on this information and these insights to get them through, as you know, what is a very, very, very dark time. So if you could just chuck any information in the comments below and let me know what you typed, why you clicked on my videos, was it the thumbnail? Do you prefer thumbnails with my face? Do you prefer thumbnails with pictures of brains? Why do you like my videos? Why do you watch them till the end? Why do you click off early? What do I do that encourages you to watch longer or to switch off early? I'm genuinely here to provide stuff for you guys. As you can obviously see, I'm making videos just to answer your questions. So anytime an answer gets chucked into the comments, gets chucked in the comments below, I will make a video just like this one, answering it for you. So yeah, if you could do that for me, that'd be very, very much appreciated. And I was checking my YouTube analytics today. 70% of you that watch my videos don't subscribe. So if you've got 2 seconds, just hit that subscribe button. It takes you 2 seconds, but it helps me get my videos out because the YouTube algorithm sees value in what I'm producing. It's obviously not glorious or slick or, beautifully produced, but it's just vital pieces of information from a guy who's been through brain surgery, who's well enough to convey and get these videos out. So guys, I'm going to wrap the video up like the way I always do, sending loads of positive vibes and positive energy to any of you out there going through chemo, radiation, or any form of treatment. I want you to get better. I wish you nothing but the best. And if you're going for an MRI and you're awaiting your scan results from your neurosurgeon, I wish you nothing but the best, and I hope it's really, really good news. Alrighty guys, see you in the next one. Peace.